Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Sprint. You know, we are here to give you guys the good news of the day, the stories that'll make you smile, and some of those stories that'll call to action of some sort, raising money for different events. You know, we are all about trying to get that break from that heavy news cycle that we see on a daily basis that's filled with all the shootings and crime and budget talk. Yeah, we're taking a step aside from that and we're getting right into the cool stuff. And speaking of cool, I am wearing a jacket today, guys, because I don't know what it is in this studio, but it is super cold in here. So bear with me. I'm going to be bundled up today. Anyways, throughout our show today, we got something interesting coming your way later on. For example, check out your screen right now. If you're looking at it, you might get a little irritated because this will have you asking, what in the world were you thinking? Yeah, these people disturbing nature for a selfie. And if you're looking at your screen, you see they're pulling bear cubs out of a tree to take the picture. Well, apparently, I'm not the only one that's fired up about it because you guys really riled up about this. We go into the comment section coming up later on in the sprint about this. We're going to break down the entire story and then go to what all you all had to say. And hopefully it may inspire people not to make as much of a stupid decision as these people did too. All right, moving on down the line, guys. Trades teacher at Blacksburg High School is being recognized as the region's top educator. Got to give her some love, man, because for decades, Candace Carrier has taught welding and small engines, laying the foundation of future careers. And she says these classes take what the kids are learning in the classroom and are applying it to the real world scenarios.
I really enjoy being a place that is home for all kids. These kids are learning geometry upstairs. They come down here and we talk about fabricating and we put the geometry to work.
Our students also praise her for making learning super duper fun. And you can tell it's a lot of fun. It's a very hands-on kind of learning as well. This is the kind of student that I was growing up. I liked anytime we had any type of activities to do, any type of things where you build stuff, you know, that helps apply, like she mentioned, those skills that they're learning in the classroom to real life scenarios. So yeah, congratulations. It's a definitely well-deserved recognition because again, it's people like her that are going to impact lives for decades to come. And speaking of recognition, we got to give some love to a muralist because, again, beautiful artwork still going up in Vinton. Check it out. Roanoke Valley getting more colorful every day thanks to these murals right here. You see, they're all done by a local artist named John Mural, and his work is featured along the Greenway at the River's Edge Park, along with restaurants and other businesses. His latest project in downtown Vinton is kicking off a new series called Lady Appalachia. The mural, which is in his hometown, wraps around a building on Pollard Street, and it says it showcases the beauty of the region and took 6 weeks to complete. We're told that he's planning his next mural in the town of Stewart. So if you go on our website, you'll see that it's kind of like an image of a lady where it seems like nature is taking place throughout her entire body. You know, moss growing up her hands, you know, things like that, like deer markings on her face. It's very creative. It's a creative concept. And I think he mentioned in his soundbite that it was kind of like a connection to showcase how we are not that far disconnected from the environment itself. So if you guys go to our website, check out that full story. You can hear directly from that muralist himself to figure out exactly what his thought process is behind that particular mural and what his possible ideas may be for the next one. A few hours into giving Roanoke, of course, this is something that we want to try to help out over 100 nonprofits in our area to get the extra donations and figure out what we can do to support the good in our community. And right now, more than 100 groups have registered. It's hosted by the organization called the Council of Community Services. One group participating is the Grand and Theater Foundation. Executive Director Ian Fortier says that he's trying to raise about $10,000 for the theater, and he says that the funds will be for its after-school film lab. The film lab was created about 9 years ago. It helps kids who have an interest in screenwriting and production. So again, it's a lot of different good causes that this is going to go toward. I know their whole goal is to be $300,000. So you got until 11:59 tonight to try to get your donations in as soon as possible. Like I said, obviously afterwards you can figure out ways to contribute directly to a specific organization of your choosing. But again, it helps. It goes a long way. And the more we invest in our community, the more good that comes out of our community. Let's get into our weather, man. Right now, it's kind of chilly outside, so we got to get to all the good stuff that's taking place as far as our forecast. So let's go ahead and drop it over to meteorologist Parker Beasley, talk about what's going on today.
Hey there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Parker Beasley. We turn mostly clear today, and because of that, our pollen count goes up. Same goes for Thursday and Friday, and it declines a little bit on Saturday as we are tracking the chance for a couple of showers to build in this weekend. Your 2-day zone forecast for the end of this week, Thursday in the 60s. Same goes for Friday. Then after that, we're tracking some big changes as high pressure moves in, which will increase our humidity levels and our temperatures as we head into this weekend.
All right, Parker, thank you so much. Coming up after the break, we're getting into Smith Mountain Lake's Restaurant Week to figure out some places that you guys can test out, some restaurants. We're also going to talk about this crazy video that we were talking about earlier, guys, with these people who just... Come on now. What were you thinking? A selfie is not that deep. Yeah, we're going to get into how a group of people decided to disturb nature and unfortunately in the process peed a lot of people off in the comment section. So we're getting right to it after the break. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned right here for The Sprint at WSLS.com. Welcome back to The Sprint, guys. Let's get right into it. First of all, again, if you're hungry, we got a place for you guys to check out because Smith Mountain Lake, doing it big for a restaurant week, says they have a lot of good stuff that's happening where until next Tuesday, you can try several new places serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even dessert and drinks. 10 different eateries are taking part in the Smith Mountain Lake Restaurant Week with some of those places you can check out, like, for example, the Bagel and I, Rocky Mount Burger Company, and Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House. You can either dine in or take out. Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce has hosted this event for 4 years to help boost local business.
Just helps us promote the different restaurants around the lake. These restaurants get really busy during the tourist season, so this gives us a little opportunity to let locals and others close by Roanoke to come out and try them out before they get super busy for the tourist season.
So the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce says that they help some of the restaurants after being closed for off season, which is typically from October to March. And you could also enter to win a gift card with the $10 to $25 at some of the places participating. It runs again through next Tuesday. So if you guys are interested in checking out what kind of eateries are going on specifically, go to the story on our website, get to it right now. And again, find you a place to eat some breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But do it because you got until next Tuesday to try to figure out how you can contribute back to that local economy right there. So let's get into this Olympic conversation. First of all, I love anything when it's dealing with synchronized swimming or synchronized anything, and right now, there are a lot of different people out there who are working and spend years trying to perfect their body to get into the game one day. Here's one unique story right here, okay? It says, staying in peak shape for 2 decades while you wait for your sport to allow men to complete is likely a tough job to do. Well, that's what one 45-year-old did. His name is Bill May. And his dreams of competing for the U.S. in artistic or synchronized swimming are so close. So check it out, man. Says that started as a boy back in 1989 and quickly proved himself as one of the top athletes in the sport. But since men weren't allowed to compete on the biggest stage, he had to watch from the stands as U.S. won bronze at the 2004 Athens Olympics.
The last time I trained with a team was in 2002. When I first joined the sport, you could dream and you could aspire to be an Olympian, but it wasn't something that was actually possible. Now, you can see these young male athletes and say, one day you are going to be an Olympian.
Yeah, because check this out. They opened the competition to males now. The Bill came out of retirement once they knew the rule came into effect and earned his spot back on the U.S. national team. I love this story because, and we were talking about it earlier, and I swear when I said it, I was not trying to like directly compare men and women's competitions, but I was specifically saying that when you look at the sport, I don't care who you are, in males competition and women's competition, yes, both of them are equally as beautiful, but it's cool to see men get in and just move their body in ways that are just, it's graceful in a way, you know, because you're so used to sports where they're in football or something super physical. And I made the comparison, like, for example, when you got women's figure skating compared to men's figure skating, you know, it's very graceful and it's very beautiful to see. But now we have this being open for men to compete in. I think this is just an awesome thing to do. It opens a lot of doors. And again, this guy waited decades to have his shot, and he finally got it. And in the process of waiting, he continued to keep his body in tip-top shape. Who does that? Like, I honestly would be struggling after 2 weeks, you know, but I'm just saying, like, this guy, that's inspiring, and it shows you patience is key. So, yeah, congratulations to him. Can't wait to see where he goes. And, again, it's something that you guys can watch. And speaking of watching stuff, check this out, man. Regal is doing something really cool for people. Got some movie tickets that are going to be cheaper for you guys to watch movies. They've dropped their prices. It used to be about $12 for an adult after 4, but now just $9 a ticket. Man, that will get you a long way. Says that if you want an even better deal, if you go before 4 any day of the week, it's just $7 for adults and kids. Got the link to the new pricing on our website at WSLS.com, of course. But again, this is only for the Regal Theater at Valley View Mall. So hopefully this inspires other movie theaters to take charge and do this as well. Because, again, I'm not the only one who likes to go to a movie, but then while you're up there, you get you a drink and maybe just a thing of gummy bears or something. And next thing you know, you're walking away with a $45 ticket. Like, what? Where did that come from? And that's not even including the movie ticket. So, yeah, no. With these prices going down, man, I'm pretty sure that's going to really make a difference. And I'm pretty sure they're going to get more popular as well, because a lot of people, you know, with streaming services and stuff, a lot of people are just like, you know what? I'll just wait for it to come on TV or do some type of streaming at home to where I can eat for free and all that stuff. But yeah, shout out to Regal at Valley View doing their thing. All right, let's get to the grand finale story that you guys want to hear about, okay? So this story is actually going to involve 2 stories. One of the stories is dealing with the whole bear situation where people were decided that they wanted to just take a selfie with some bear cubs that they found. Yeah, you guys did not like that whatsoever. But we're also going to attach in that story as well, a kid got stuck in a chimney. So, yeah. Got you a 2-piece and a biscuit coming in with this particular report right here. Hit it.
You wouldn't think this would need to be said, but officials in North Carolina are reminding folks not to mess with wild animals after a group was caught on camera pulling 2 baby bear cubs from a tree to take selfies with.
That's 100% what she's doing. She's taking pictures of them.
A bystander started recording the group outside an Asheville apartment complex, pulling the cubs from the tree and snapping photos. Officials say one of the bears was dropped after it bit one of the people, and both cubs escaped soon thereafter. One of the cubs is now being treated after it was found, quote, lethargic and frightened. The video made the rounds on social media where it was, well, not well received. The lesson here is to leave wildlife alone in its native habitat, lest you draw the ire of an angry mama bear, or, worse yet, the internet. Another bizarre scene unfolded on a Massachusetts rooftop as rescuers worked to save a child stuck in a chimney. The 10-year-old boy reportedly climbed out of the home's second-story window and onto the roof, where he decided to clamber up and into the chimney, becoming stuck from the waist down. The boy's father called 911, and firefighters responded, safely freeing the boy from the chimney while anxious neighbors watched.
Had he gone down, I don't even want to think about that.
Very slowly they brought him down, and just flew into his dad's arm, just crying and crying and crying.
There's a lesson here too, everybody. Best to leave the chimney climbing to Old St. Nick. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Yeah, definitely. That would have scared me so bad if I walked outside and saw my kid stuck in a chimney. I'd be like, why? Why would you do that? But yeah, thank God he was rescued. Nobody was hurt in the process. But I can't say the same for the little bear cubs, unfortunately, man, because, people just don't think. So yeah, I know people watching this were outraged if you're watching it real time with me right now. But you guys who have seen it, y'all had a lot to say in the comment section. So let's get right into that. Again, this is a story regarding these people who decided it was a good idea to let's just up our selfie game by taking pictures with bear cubs that they found in a tree. Our first comment comes in, says, hard to believe someone wearing a tank top, pajama bottoms, and flip-flops in public would do such a thing. Yeah, so honestly, I mean, picking up a bear cub, I'm pretty sure them jokers got some nails. So my thing is that, yeah, wearing that in public is one thing, but actually having the nerve to pick up something that can literally scratch your skin off, that's bold. Moving on to our next comment. This is coming in from another person. They says that if the mama bear had been there, it would have been a whole different story. There was a lot of comments like that in the comment section, and I guarantee you they are not telling the story either, because Lord knows Mama Bear would have literally laid some people out. It says that it's a shame that lack of common sense isn't a criminal offense. Yeah, some people are frustrated because I think when I was looking at certain follow-ups with this particular story, and it says that, yeah, no criminal charges are going to happen for these individuals. And a lot of people were just like, this is kind of animal abuse. That's what some opinions were saying, was animal abuse, because, again, you kind of separated these cubs from where the mama was looking. Like, Mama Bear had them there for a reason, and to interfere with nature like that, you're kind of like causing a danger to the environment, period, society. So yeah, that was one of the comments. And then another person came in, says that they need to be charged for animal cruelty. So self-centered people obsessed with taking selfies. Sickening. Yeah. They were not happy about it. And again, there are so many other people who were commenting the same exact thing, saying that, it is not that serious for you to do something that stupid. And then this last commenter came in and says, this really angers me. If the bear's mom had attacked them, they would have put the mom down. Again, this is one of those situations where you gotta understand there are consequences for your actions. In my personal opinion, this is stupid. I'm sorry. And people who wants to take you have those stories out there where there are people out there who would literally do it all for a selfie, put their lives in danger to take a selfie. And here these people just randomly thought that this was a good idea to mess with bear cubs to do so. Anything could have happened. They could, like I said, the mama bear could have came out of nowhere and could have definitely handled business. The bear cubs could have bit someone and they could have got sick, because we don't know if the bear is infected with something. It's just so much stuff that could have happened, and all because you want to take a selfie. Come on now. Again, we got to have common sense, one. And two, we just got to keep our hands to ourselves. It's not that deep. So let's get to Jazzy Jazz on this. Jazz, when you see this picture, it's so funny. Sometimes when I play these pictures and videos and stuff, I see your facial expression through the monitor, and you're just like, what in the world?
Yeah, people gotta use their best judgment when approaching situations such as these ones. Like, I understand that sometimes having these selfies for the wow factor, for the clicks, might seem like it's worth it in the moment. But if that bear was to react negatively, it certainly would not have been worth it anymore. And like you said, I feel like you just need to use common sense in situations such as these ones. But it's not the first time something like that has happened. I always see, not that specifically, but I mean people taking selfies in situations they shouldn't be. Like, I know I went to Cascades recently, and we were hiking, and we saw the cliffs where the waterfall is, and people were behind the water trying to take selfies there.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
Incredibly dangerous. Like, anything could have happened, and that is something that is strongly advised against, and anything could have happened. And when it comes to putting your life in danger for clicks, it's not even worth it.
Amen.
So people just need to really consider the risk before they do stuff like that.
Right. I mean, and it's just like, again, and it's sad because, yeah, like that one person said, if that bear would have came back and attacked somebody, they would have put the mama bear down, and guess what? The baby bears would have probably passed away pretty soon. So what was it worth it?
Exactly. And it's not, and again, you gotta have common sense. It's never worth it. Because the only reason why they're probably doing this is just for clicks and views. And I mean, going viral, I imagine that feels amazing, but at what cost at the end of the day? So I'm glad that nothing disastrous happened, but I hope going forward they don't put themselves in these sort of predicaments such as this one again.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Jazz, so we went over a competition yesterday for the insiders. It was regarding the Taqueritos Festival. There's another competition going on for our insiders, and it's to win. What is this $5,000 sweepstakes thing, man?
Yeah, so in case you missed the Taqueritos contest, well, it's not a contest per se, it's a deal. So if you missed that, then I'll just go over that real quick. So essentially, if you sign up to be an insider, you can enter to purchase half off tickets, half off VIP tickets. So ordinarily, these tickets cost $49, but when you purchase them as an insider, you can get them for $25. So if you just head to WSLS.com, you can read more about exactly what that VIP ticket entails. But it's an awesome deal. And all you need to do is sign up to be an insider, which is completely free. And it's available until tickets last. So make sure you guys go to WSLS.com and sign up and purchase those tickets. But we also have another contest for insiders where you can enter our national contest to win $5,000. So super exciting stuff. You have until May 22nd to enter. And one lucky winner will also be chosen to win a presidential pushback recliner. So super awesome opportunity. Again, it's completely free to be an insider. It's no catch, I promise. But yeah, all the information that you need to know is on WSLS.com. So I hope you guys enter and good luck.
Yes, Jazz. Well, thank you so much, girlie.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, guys. Well, you see how those competitions are going on right now. Go to our website at WSLS.com and do not miss out on it. Again, you miss all of the shots that you don't take. And those are 2 opportunities for you guys to have a good time with your family, get some moolah, extra money, and save some money on the deal. Get you some good tacos and all type of VIP benefits going on in that ticket package that they got going on in our insiders. Thank you so much for watching today. And again, if you got anything you want us to chat about, anything you want to say about this particular episode, please drop it in the comment section. And again, we'll get to you as soon as possible. And like, we love that back and forth. This is the time, again, a break from the heavy news cycle and just to have a whole conversation about some of the craziest stuff that are not only happening here on a local level, but just all around. Makes you smile, makes you joke, keeps you talking about something, or just maybe have a conversation with your family members like, did you just see what just happened, or did you hear about what happened? Either way, thank you guys so much for joining us. We always have a good time when we can chill out in the afternoon and the evening. We'll be back here again tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening right here on WSLS.com on The Sprint.